Hey, what's up, y'all? Good afternoon. My name's Jaden Gonzalez. I'm the host of this podcast, Front Row Seat. And I got my homeboys on the show with me. I got
Charles in there.
Jay.
yes, sir, yes, sir. We got a lot to talk about as usual. Since our last episode, we seen Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We got a good perspective on why the Nuggets are definitely going to win this series. I just want to put that out there. Nuggets in 5. We had a good discussion about Jimmy Butler, but this time we're going to look on the opposite end. We're going to look at this Nuggets team. The Heat have had a historic run, but this Nuggets team is one of the best teams I've ever seen in the watch.
Relax. They're not. I mean, they're good and all, but best team you ever seen. Relax.
Not the best. One of the best. You think they can't? They're not up there with some of the best.
Some of the best what? Some of the best one.
Teams all time you ever seen.
All time? Fuck no.
I mean, not in terms of accolades. They haven't gotten there yet. But in terms of sheer talent, they're not up there.
I mean, talent.
No.
Jokic is.
They have one superstar. They have
One
other.
superstar.
They have one other all-star caliber player, and then the rest is just good role players.
So are you saying like
Crazy.
And Michael Porter Jr. might emerge, but he's not an all-star or a.
Jamal Murray isn't a superstar caliber player.
No, he's an all-star caliber player, but he's not a superstar caliber player. You got to be consistent to be a superstar caliber player. He's not.
Okay, so name me some superstar caliber players.
Superstar caliber
guards.
players. There's only point guards.
Point guards.
There's
in the
only
league.
maybe 5 max in the NBA superstar point guards.
He hasn't been playing up to the level of a top 5 point guard.
Playing up to a level for a couple of games is like, yeah, for a couple of games or the playoffs as a whole, but they don't make you a superstar.
He's been injured. He did the same thing back in 2020 in the bubble, did he not?
It's more to basketball than just the playoffs.
Of course, there is. But he's been injured.
And he's been playing great. Like, he's been playing superstar level, but he's not a superstar.
I wouldn't say Murray's not a superstar. He's definitely.
I can name at least 5 point guards in the NBA that I would put above him.
In the postseason.
Are we just talking about postseason or are we talking about NBA?
Okay. In general, I think Jamal Murray's a top 5 point guard.
Top 5, I can name 5 better.
Name 5 better.
Luka, Steph, Dame. I would put Shy above him. Why are you making that face?
They kind of the
Trae
same
Young.
level.
Shy.
They're not the same level. They're not the same.
Shy's not clutch like Jamal
Are you
Murray.
sure? Positive.
They're not the same level.
They definitely are. I'm putting Jamal Murray on
I
that.
feel like
level.
y'all just don't pay attention to basketball.
I personally,
He's not better than Shy. Shy averaged like 27 points. if
Jamal
not
could
more.
do that. Jamal
He
averages
he
like 30,
He averaged like 20.
but in the playoffs he averages like 30.
Right.
What you mean?
When it matters.
Playoffs.
When it matters.
Playoffs.
It's more to basketball than maybe 16 games that they played in the playoffs. Like, I just named 4 already. Dame, Luka, Shy, Trae Young, Steph,
Trae Young
Trae
above
Young.
Jamal Murray.
Trae Young, James Harden. That's 6. James Harden. That's
No.
6.
No. James Harden right now is above Jamal Murray right now.
Yes.
You know Jamal averages like 30 right now, right? In the playoffs. You're not.
Y'all keep
respect
just
playoffs.
talking about the playoffs. There's more to basketball than just the playoffs. Like, yes, it's a great run. I said he's an all-star player, but he's not top 5 point guard in the league. Kyrie, if you consider him a point guard, that's 7.
We're acting like he's just showing up in the playoffs. He's the second best player on the best team in the West.
Yes, like they're a good overall team. They have great coaching. They have good role players, and they have a superstar, the most dynamic center in the NBA, maybe the most dynamic player in the NBA.
With that being said, why did you make that face when I said this is one of the best teams of all time?
Because it's not.
Because all time is crazy.
In terms
Alright,
of
All
talent,
time is
If
crazy.
we talking about,
They're
let's
not
just
even the
put it
best
up.
team in the past 5 years.
Past like 10 years, they not top 5, bro.
they're not top 5 teams past 10 years.
From 20.
In terms of talent, not in terms of success.
From 2010.
Honestly, the Heat is not a good matchup for the Nuggets. Like, I know the Heat was going. The Heat's not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be here.
They're
In
not.
terms of talent, The Celtics got more talent than the Nuggets.
I disagree. I disagree completely.
If you
The
Celtics could
the
beat the
roster
Nuggets.
as a whole,
He said they have more
it
talent.
would be
talent,
I guarantee
No.
you, it would be a
Nah,
better
not more
series.
talent.
It would be a better series if the Celtics were playing the Nuggets right now.
That's
in the finals.
facts.
It would be
Okay.
a better series.
But you're comparing the Celtics to the Heat. We're comparing in terms of talent.
You're talking about and you're talking about the Nuggets. Talent wise, is one of the best teams in NBA history.
They are.
They haven't even won the
Nah.
chip.
Bro, they got Michael Porter Jr. It don't matter who's guarding him, he's shooting. And half the time he makes that motherfucker. No matter who's guarding him. 2 motherfuckers guarding him.
Let's just talk about the teams that's been to the finals in like the past 5 years. The Golden State team with KD,
Okay.
they're better.
way better than the Nuggets.
I'll give y'all that. I won't argue that.
The Bucks team that won the finals.
No.
They're not beating the Nuggets.
I have them around. I have them around the same area, if not better.
Hey,
than
Brook
the Nuggets right
Lopez is. Nah, I'm not gonna jazz his head,
Like,
but
They had
Jokic
Drew.
is
They
not.
had Drew Holiday,
come on.
Giannis.
Who's better,
Chris
Drew
Middleton.
Holiday or Jamal Murray? Jamal Murray. That's not even up
If
for
you're just
discussion.
looking at offense, then yes. If you're just strictly looking at offense, then yes.
Who's better, Chris Middleton or MPJ?
Drew Holiday
Chris
is making
Middleton.
an impact on both sides.
Okay, I'll say
Jamal
that.
Murray is not making an impact on both sides. And then you said Chris Middleton or MPJ?
Yeah.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If the Bucks were healthy,
Middleton.
they're beating the Nuggets in the finals
Chris
right
Middleton. And I'll have Jokic and Giannis matched up equal.
Okay. Aaron Gordon. Borderline all-star caliber player.
Brook Lopez,
now.
Bobby
Ain't no
Portis.
damn All-Star.
Brook Lopez,
You're putting Bobby Portis up against Aaron Gordon.
Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis. I'm not talking about
yeah.
matching up, but I'm talking about production.
Okay. In terms of this playoff run, Aaron Gordon on defense has guarded in the first round Cat, one of the best shooting bigs that the NBA's seen. Then when he faced the Suns, he was guarding KD. He faced the Lakers, he was guarding the GOAT, one of the GOATs, LeBron. And now who's he guarding? Jimmy Butler?
He's not stopping Giannis.
So Cat was giving them buckets. Cat sucks. He was giving them buckets. KD was giving them buckets. LeBron was giving them
Dropped
buckets.
40 last game. How
Like,
much
come
is he
on
guarding
now.
him?
Bro, he's doing the best he can. These are
Yeah,
the
the
greatest
best he
players
can.
ever. But except for Cat. But Cat got like what, 4 inches on him?
Bro, Cat is sorry.
Defensively.
And offensively.
In the paint, yeah. But he could shoot.
Did you
He's a
just say-
deep threat.
Cat is sorry. But I'm
Is he
stuck
not
on
a
these.
deep threat for a center?
How
Cat
does
is
this
top
equate
5
to the
center in
Nuggets
NBA.
being talented? Like,
Cat is top 5.
Center in the NBA, yes.
yeah, he could be top 5.
Can you name 5 centers better than him?
Yes.
I don't
Name
think
the
it's
5. Jokic, Joel,
Jokic, Embiid,
Bam.
Bam.
I'm not. No one else is really coming to mind unless you call Anthony Davis a center, and that's 4.
Cat top
Anthony
5.
Davis has been playing center, has he not?
Okay, that's 4. I can't think of
That's
anybody
4.
else. Who else?
I got Al Horford above that nigga.
Anyways,
You don't agree? He's a 5-time All-Star.
So how does this equate to the Nuggets
No.
being
I
the
don't-
best teams of all time?
Bro,
tell me how the Nuggets is the best team of all time. Like they're not better than the Cavs team that
I
won the
said
finals.
talent-wise.
Talent wise, no. Talent wise, this is the no. Talent wise, no.
They're one of the
Bro,
best
they
teams in
don't have
recent
that-
history, talent-wise.
In the past, and about the past 5-6 years, the main teams that have been winning the finals is teams with the most superstars. I wouldn't consider a Nugget a team rooted with superstars. They only have 1.5 superstars. They have a good team and great coaching, and then they have a star that makes it. They have a superstar that makes it happen.
They are young.
They have probably the best
Talent.
They're not young.
They're-
They have a
Um,
well constructed.
They have a
Jokic like 28.
Okay, their star. He's not terribly old, especially for a big.
They have great coaching. They have a superstar that brings it all together, and they have great role players.
Exactly.
I'll give
But
them.
they're not the best. They're not a top team in the NBA.
Okay, y'all were naming off the top 5 teams of the era. Better than them. Y'all stopped at the Warriors. I don't think y'all can name me 4 more teams in the past.
Well, I
5
have
years.
the Warriors team better than them with KD. I have the Warriors team last year better than them. I have
Cleveland with LeBron is beating.
I
them.
have Cleveland with Kyrie, LeBron, and Love better than them.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
What else?
The Lakers with AD, they were a better team,
I have that Lakers team better than them too.
bro.
I have that Lakers team better than them too.
During the bubble.
the bubble Lakers team is
the
better
bubble
than them.
Lakers team I have better than them.
No.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
The-
2018 Rockets.
The bubble Lakers team took them out the playoffs.
They
That's what I'm
did.
saying. The Lakers team beat
When
them.
Jamal Murray was playing great.
They didn't
Yeah.
have Aaron Gordon yet. They didn't have Bruce Brown and Christian Brown coming off the bench.
Still,
They
were
had
playing
Dwight
great.
Howard locking that boy up.
Dwight Howard was giving Jokic body.
He was. Jokic has progressed since then. He's
Jokic
been
hasn't-
a
he ain't-
two-time
Jokic,
MVP
Jokic,
He ain't
since then.
fucking
Jokic
progressed,
hasn't
bro.
played any real big like in the playoffs this year for real.
That's what I'm
Rudy
saying.
Gobert, the three-time defensive player of the year,
But
was
the
guarding
Timberwolves
him.
are
Gobert
sorry.
sucks.
Timberwolves are
He's a
sorry as a
three-time
team.
defensive player of the year.
Timberwolves are sorry as a team. And
Gobert is
nobody's
trash.
afraid of Gobert. Nobody got respect for him like that.
Jokic was hooping on him. If you are
I've
the
seen
best
a lot of
defender in the
people
league,
hoop on Gobert.
who?
Everybody hoops on.
Come on,
Gobert.
A
dog.
lot of people have hooped on Gobert.
What are we talking about?
We talking about?
How Jokic is abusing the mismatches.
Yeah, he was abusing the mismatches.
I mean, if you have a center that's built to guard,
But he was definitely giving to Anthony Davis.
that's
Exactly.
AD though. AD is old,
He's not that old. He was drafted in what, 2012?
and
AD 's
he's
not
made
old.
plastic. Like his
But he
knees
was
hurt. and
healthy in
all
that
that.
series. He was getting cooked.
Yeah, but they had
That has nothing to do with Anthony Davis'
Aaron
age.
Gordon.
Anthony Davis ain't old.
Right. Is he not regarded as one of the best interior defenders? Like-
Yeah, but look, he's hurt. He's playing 40 minutes a night.
When I didn't see no report about him being hurt.
Yeah. He got hit in the head. Went out in a wheelchair. That's
Bro,
what I'm talking
AD gets hurt every other game. He was hurt during that
He was
series.
healthy in the playoffs. He was just getting cooked. He was getting baked. Lakers were getting baked.
I mean,
Big.
he wasn't guarding Jokic. They put like the power forward on him. They put Rui
He
on.
was guarding
about.
Jokic.
He was
at the
guarding
time.
Jokic. He was guarding
getting
Jokic for a
baked.
portion.
He was getting baked.
He was getting baked.
All I'm
Jokic was
saying
baking
is-
everybody. The Nuggets been baking everybody this series, man.
If you have somebody built to guard Jokic, he's not doing that. He's just bigger than everybody.
I mean, who was
Fat.
built to guard Jokic? Nobody is. Like he's
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's built to guard him.
He can
That's it.
score and pass. Like you gotta worry about the other players too.
Right. That's what Spoelstra did in the last game. Spoelstra had to take off everybody else and just let Jokic get his.
Yeah,
Jokic.
that's how y'all beat
in
them.
game 2. Yeah.
But who on the Heat is built to guard Jokic? Nobody.
Nobody.
There's
in
no
NBA
centers
is
in the
built to
league.
Guard him.
I can't
He can
name
get 40 points.
any
He can
player.
get 15 assists. He can get 20 boards.
That's because the
Right.
center position is really low. If you get some real centers in the league, he's not doing it. I promise you, he's
The
not doing
league
it.
He
is the best
is.
team in the world. So who's guarding him? Nobody's guarding him.
Right.
Embiid put 42 on his head. First of all, he plays no defense. He's not that good. They jazzing him like he's this generational talent.
He is.
Plays no defense.
He is a
Back-to-back-
gen-
I'll give him. He's a good
back-to-back
passer.
MVPs.
He
been
has
running
skill.
through the playoffs.
He could shoot. He could pass. But if you have someone athletically built to guard him, he's not gonna do that. He's not. Gonna do it.
Anthony Davis more athletic than him. Bam, more athletic than him.
AD knees are
He's
dirt.
still baking them.
Bam
Exactly.
is 6'9". He's like, you're talking about like an NFL lineman here. He's like 280.
So what player can guard Jokic? Which players?
Yeah.
Giannis is guarding him. Embiid is dropping him off like he did in the regular season. Dropping him off.
I can remember Embiid ducking him. Last game when they were scheduled to play each other, he ducked him.
It's last game of the season.
It
Embiid
wasn't
don't care.
the very last game of the season. It was one of the times they were going to play towards the end of the season. He ducked him.
He probably didn't want to drop 42 on him again. Like he dropped 42, step back, game winner in his face.
Or maybe he knew his MVP race was threatened. Because if Jokic goes out there and drops 35 and gets 10 boards and 10 assists on him,
And it's the thing about the 10 of boards, rebounds, triple doubles. To run the offense through him. Like he's good at passing, I'll give you that. He can shoot.
He's
But if
good
you
in
run the
post.
offense through one person, he's gonna get those stats. That's like if
They're not
LeBron
just
wanted
running
to
the
get a
offense
triple
through
double.
him. If they're just running the offense through him, Jamal Murray's not averaging 30 points per game.
exactly.
Yeah,
Michael
to let
Porter's
him
not
cook.
getting his.
Exactly.
That's why the real superstar of
Aaron
that team
Gordon's not getting his.
is Murray. Murray is him. Murray is like the next Kyrie. Jamal Murray is him. But with Jokic, they jazzed him up. I see him and Murray are like the same level.
Not at
Jokic
all.
is not this
at all.
generational talent.
Y'all are just too caught up in this specific moment. What the past 2 years? When Murray was hurt, when he wasn't there. Jokic won MVP. Who was leading the Nuggets to a great record? Jokic.
And what happened? They got spanked in the playoffs.
They
Twice.
did. They did.
Okay,
Without Murray.
Okay.
Yeah, without and Murray's here.
So
They're about to
you're
win a
You're
ring.
telling me instead of taking Jamal Murray out, you have Jamal Murray and you take out Nikola Jokic, you're telling me the Nuggets are going to have just as good as a record as they did with just Jokic? They're going to do just as good?
They'll probably bounce out in the second round, but yeah.
No, because
No,
Jokic,
they might not be in the playoffs without Jokic.
Oh, they'll definitely be in the playoffs.
they'll be a playoff team. Relax. Well, he'll be a
They'll be
playoff
like
team.
second round.
Definitely.
Jokic averages over 10. He basically averages a triple-double. Nobody else is giving that production. Jamal Murray just scoring is not giving that production. Nikola himself
They run
can
the
get
offense
just as much
through him.
points as Jamal Murray.
You telling me a young LeBron can't do the same thing Jokic is doing?
That's LeBron. Who said that he couldn't? I'm saying Jamal Murray is not leading the Nuggets by himself like Nikola Jokic would lead the Nuggets by himself.
He led them to a second round exit. Like, what is he leading them to?
Right. Not Jokic by himself.
Most of the pressure, most of the focus is on Jokic.
Because
That opens up the floor for Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
exactly.
and vice versa.
If Jamal Murray were to take leadership of that team, say Jokic goes down with an injury for the entire season,
They
I
look
got
like a
them making
completely
the
different
playoffs.
team.
5 seeds, 6 seeds, somewhere around there.
5 seed, 6 seed.
Yeah.
They'll be in the play-in.
No, they wouldn't, bro. Their team is solid. They have a good coach, like you just said, and their bench is deep as hell.
They're here because mainly their superstar, Jokic.
Nah, I say it's the team.
It's the team.
they
Which is
have
why
a
I
good
say they're a
team, but
great team in history.
The centerpiece is Nikola Jokic. Without Nikola Jokic, they don't look nearly the same. They are not going to look nearly the same.
I don't
have
argue
a
that.
playmaking center who can drop 40, get 20 boards, get 15 assists. They're going to look totally different.
Of course, because Jokic is an anomaly. They don't know what to do with this guy.
So if it's just Jamal Murray and Jokic gets hurt, they're not going to look like the same team. They're going to look like a bottom level team.
Jamal Murray is a really good player, but we've seen these before. He's not a one of a kind type of player. We've seen players like that with a similar skill set. So it's not an anomaly. When you see Jokic, coaches are like, what do I do with this guy?
Player. He's a one-of-a-kind type of player, and that's my point.
Exactly.
Jamal Murray is not a one-of-a-kind type of player. He's not going to lead a team to a high seed by himself.
Whoa, but he's still on the caliber of those great players. Jokic is just going to have a bigger effect because he is an anomaly, which is why they are a 1 seed led by Jokic. But if they're led by Jamal Murray, I got them dropping to a 5-6 seed.
All I'm saying is, there's no centers in the league. So when you have Jokic, who's fucking 280, can shoot, and what are teams gonna do? They're gonna double team him. So Jokic just learned how to pass out the double team. That's all he does.
He's been a great passer. He's been a great passer. He's doing more than just passing out the double team. He's a playmaker. He's one of the best passers in the league. It has nothing to do with the double team.
Exactly.
Whether it's a double team or not, has great vision, great IQ.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He can pass
before they happen.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with people trying to double team and then he's just passing it to the open man. No, he's playmaking.
He's a great passer, but he's not this generational talent.
He is. No, this is one thing. I hate when you try and make it seem like Jokic is a system player.
Yes.
He is not a system player. He could fit. I got Jokic being an MVP candidate on any team.
So if Jokic goes to like the Lakers, he's averaging 30, 20 now.
They are going to build that system around him.
Exactly. They will. Any team will because they know this is a generational talent. Malone knows what he's doing. That's why he's building around him. That's a smart team right there. And y'all are just saying that they're not one of the greatest teams because they're young. But let's see what y'all say 3 years.
They're not that young. They're not that young. They're not that young.
They're young in terms of putting their stamp on the league. They haven't done much yet. And their players aren't that old.
I'm not saying their players are that old, but they're not that young either. They're not like the Grizzlies or like they're not that young.
Of course not. They're not that young. They're not one of the we're waiting to see what they're doing. They're at the beginning of their peak. Now we just get to see them play their peak out as other great franchises have.
I don't know if I see them exactly being back in the same position next year.
Yeah, you think they're like a dynasty or something?
They could be.
I don't see them being a dynasty.
You think they're a one ring type team?
I don't see them.
Man, if they play Giannis or Embiid in the finals,
I feel like maybe if the Lakers had more time to gel together, maybe that series might have gone differently.
It could have gone differently. I got to go on this maybe 7.
If you get
more like 6. More like 6.
I have that series maybe going differently if the Lakers had more time to gel together.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna call him a fraud.
Also, in the game set, had Celtics beat the Heat, I feel like Celtics are giving the Nuggets way better bump. I feel like talent wise, Celtics are better than the Nuggets. All around team, they're better than the Nuggets. They have perimeter defenders. They have paint defenders. They have 2 stars. They have They have shooters.
I think Jamal Murray is a better secondary star than Jaylen Brown.
But they have somebody for Jamal Murray.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
look at when the Lakers played the Nuggets. Who's guarding Jamal Murray? Dennis Schroeder.
D'Lo.
Vando.
Cooking them.
They had. He's not. Vando was off the court half the time.
He was because he can't score.
Yeah, liability. They got him up out of there.
But they gonna have Dylan Brooks next season. What's your point?
So you telling me the Celtics wouldn't have gave more bump than the Nuggets? I got Celtics. Celtics probably would have beat them.
But look at the matchups. Nuggets, Jamal Murray. You can put
Smart.
you can put White on him. You can put Smart on him.
You can.
You could put Jaylen Brown on him. Jokic. You can switch bodies. You can put Robert Williams on him.
Robert Williams. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
You can put Al Horford on him.
Williams is.
You got
Al Horford
locking down Jokic.
Yes.
Not locking.
No.
No one is going to lock him down.
I mean, not lockdown. Lockdown is crazy.
You could slow down his production, but no one is going to lock him down. No one's going to stop him.
Nobody. They
have bodies they can throw at Jamal Murray.
They have bodies.
Then also they have Jaylen Brown. They have Jason Tatum. As talent wise, I have the Celtics being better. Like I wanted the Celtics to win the series with the Heat because I felt like they would be better bump for the Nuggets. Like Nuggets are not just this team that just looks absolutely crazy. Like they're 2-1 with the Heat. The Heat was an 8th seed.
We're not going to act like they're not a good team defensively. They can handle.
I'm not saying that they're not a good team, but one of the best teams of all time in NBA history.
Talent
Talent-wise, no.
They are.
Talent-wise, they're one of the lower tier teams to have been in the finals in the past couple of years, or in this they are one of the lower tier teams talent-wise. They have 1 star.
Bro,
I don't know about all that.
In this generation,
they're a better team than the Bucks.
In this generation of the NBA,
I don't know. Them and the Bucks are evil.
Are the teams with the most stars. Star-wise, the Nuggets are not up there. They're not one of the best teams. They're not one of the best teams in NBA history. They haven't even won the chip yet.
You're talking about success. You see how I'm talking about talents.
I have them right along with the team that beat the Raptors team that beat the Warriors. They have great.
What?
They have good coaching. They have.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
They have good role players, and they have the superstar Kawhi, Jokic.
That Raptors with Kawhi, they beat them.
They have other good players. Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry. You got MPJ, Jamal Murray,
That's facts.
Aaron Gordon,
Bruce
Brown off the bench. One of the better 6 men in the league. They got
OG Anunoby for the Raptors.
Real young back then. That was his rookie year?
That wasn't his rookie year.
He was draft class in 2018, wasn't he?
And he's been a good defender.
He is a good defender.
He was a good role player then.
He wasn't putting up the same points he is now.
But he was still a real good role player. It's not like Bruce Brown is out here dropping 20 a game every game.
He's not dropping 20 a game, but he's
a good role player. He's a good role player in the system there. But
it's the energy Bruce Brown brings. Christian Brown can score the ball. That is one of the better young players in the league. Jeff Green, good vet. Y'all are really underestimating this Nuggets team. They're in the finals. Marc
Gasol was also playing well on that Raptors team. Like that, I have them right along with that Raptors team that beat the Warriors because the Warriors were hurt. I have them right along with them talent-wise.
I disagree, man.
Like I have them right along. There's teams that aren't in the finals that I have just as good, if not better, talent-wise.
That's facts.
Which team?
Celtics. I have better talent-wise. I have the Suns better talent-wise.
No. The Suns? That's a crazy take. Crazy.
Hey, what you think would happen if Chris Paul never got hurt?
You don't feel like the Suns are better talent-wise? I don't feel like they would have lost.
Chris Paul never got hurt.
Chris Paul's not hurt. I don't feel like they would have lost.
They would have all had to play 45 minutes a game to stay in. They have no bench.
They don't. But talent-wise, I still all around like you have more like Chris Paul.
Old.
Who's
Always
Denver's third
injured in
best
the
player?
postseason.
Who's Denver's third best player?
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon over MPJ.
I personally think so. Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, you're taking Aaron Gordon over Chris Paul.
Currently, yes.
Okay.
Chris Paul's unreliable.
Who's their second best player?
Jamal Murray.
Okay, you're taking Jamal Murray over Devin Booker.
No, I'm not taking Jamal Murray over Devin
Okay.
Booker. They have the better star duo offensively.
And then they also have DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
He's not the greatest, but definitely above average.
He's above average. Bro, who has a better starting five? That Suns or that Nuggets team?
Better starting five?
Right. Because we already know the Nuggets got the better
Celtics
bench.
have a better starting five.
Come on, starting five. The Suns got a better starting five. The Celtics got a better starting
the Celtics
five.
have a better starting five.
When I hop on 2K, the Nuggets are a tier 2 team. I want you to know that. That means the creators of 2K don't believe they are a top team in the league.
Bro, that's it. Okay, that's 2K. That's 2K.
Let me look at this.
Let's discuss where y'all think this game 4 is gonna be. What y'all think the outcome is gonna be?
I mean, I said Nuggets in 4, Nuggets in 5 probably. They're gonna blow them out. You know, easy ring for Jokic, fat ass. Easy ring for his fingers. Hope it fits his fingers and shit. Easy ring for Murray. Murray deserves this ring. I'll give it to Murray. Murray is nice. Murray is a
I
bucket.
feel like you just got a problem with Jokic for some strange reason. Like,
Bro, he's
actually
not
weird.
good, bro. I don't care what anybody says. If you have someone that can match up with him, they just abuse mismatches.
There's
If you
no
have
one in the
someone,
NBA that's really matching up with him.
I'm gonna wait next time in the draft. Somebody foreign's gonna come in, just like Giannis. Giannis was dominating. Nobody could guard him. A couple years later, we got Jokic and Embiid's African ass. When they come in, they're gonna guard him and box him straight like that. I'm just waiting for the center to come back.
There's no center that's going to stop him, especially with his his passing threat. Like nobody, you got to worry about the other players too, because he's going to get them involved. He's going to get them the ball.
That's only
He's
because
going to make nice passes.
nobody could guard him one-on-one. When Dwight Howard was on him and he was athletic enough to guard him, boxed. He was neutralized.
They were slowing him down. They had bodies
Neutralized.
for him to tire him out. They had JaVale. They had Dwight Howard. They had Anthony Davis. They had bodies for him.
Right.
Yes.
When that center position comes back, you'll see players like
When is it
Jokic
coming
start
back?
to
'Cause that's
dwindle.
not the direction of the game. When is it coming back?
It is coming back.
When is it coming
You
back?
got people like Mitchell Robinson in the league. You got
Mitchell
Clint-
Robinson, a role player.
Look, in the East, there's a
bigs
lot of
compared
centers.
To the guards and the wings is not the same. That how deep the bigs are compared to how deep the guards and the wings are is not the same.
At all.
Yeah, it's because the West Conference is like guard heavy, while the East is big heavy.
Big
But
heavy.
it's slowly
Who's-
gonna
who-
transition.
How's the East big heavy? East is not
It
big.
is.
Heavy.
Because of
Mitchell
Giannis and
Robinson,
Embiid. Mitchell
Giannis,
Robinson
Embiid.
is not a factor
But
like
I'm
that.
talking about they have centers on their team though, like him, Capella, Horford and Williams.
Okay.
What other teams were in the playoffs in the East?
Bam. He's a good
Damn.
big.
Like, you know how they have centers in the East. In the West, who's a center? Sabonis? Sabonis is at center. Aiden's at center. Like, these are bums. I mean, not bums. They are defensive liabilities. Sabonis is like 6'7", 6'8". He's
Sabonis is
defensive
like
liability.
He's 6'11".
He's like
He's a
6'10",
power forward
6'11".
technically.
He's like 6'10", 6'11".
Bam is a power
he's the
forward
rebounding champ of
technically.
the league.
Yeah,
You're saying Sabonis is the rebounding champ of the league.
because he's the only center. Who else is getting a
He had
rebound
the
on that
most
team?
Rebounds in the league, average the most rebounds.
Who
per
else
game
is
in the
getting a
league.
rebound on that team? Malik Monk?
Still.
Fox?
But you're
Lead the
talking
league
about
in
centers,
rebounds.
though. You said
Yeah.
the West doesn't have centers to compare with the East.
They don't. Who,
You
look,
just
look,
named the
look.
rebound leader.
Sabonis? You think Sabonis is guarding Jokic?
No one is guarding
who's
Jokic.
guarding Jokic
No
in the
one is
East?
guarding
Look.
Jokic.
Gobert was supposed to guard him. Gobert is a fraud. We already went above this. Gobert is a fraud. Who else is in the West? Steven Adams on the Grizzlies. He's not guarding Jokic or anybody.
He's
DeAndre
definitely
Ayton
a
is
body
not built
for
to
him.
guard him. If you switch out them with like Mitchell Robinsons and the Al Horford Williams
There's no difference.
and
they're
the
not making any difference. There's
oh,
no
I'm
difference.
telling you, Aiden is not a
There's no
defensive center.
difference.
Sabonis is not a defensive center.
Mitchell
Gobert is a
Robinson
fraud.
Is too light. He's too light.
Yo,
There's
Mitchell
there's no
Robinson is
difference.
sending
They're
that.
not making any difference.
All right, man.
They're not making
Robert
any
Williams was a good choice. Robert Williams would be a problem for Jokic. He's
Problem.
slowing
difference. He
down.
might slow him down
He's
some,
slowing
but he's
down.
not.
You don't think Capella and them a problem for Jokic?
No. Clint Capella is not a problem for Nikola Jokic at all. No. Not any more of a problem than Rudy Gobert is.
Gobert is sorry.
He's not a. He's. Do you have Clint?
He was giving Anthony Davis the work.
That's AD though. AD is old. He's been going through stuff this season. He's not the same. If you get a young AD, if you get 2020 AD, he's boxing Jokic, bro.
That's not true at all. First off, AD was at his strongest this year. He put on weight this year,
Right.
and he was still getting baked.
Still, and he was healthy.
You put on a lighter AD, it's no different.
Yeah, I'll give him that. AD was the only one, you know.
AD was in the Defensive Player of the Year conversations towards the beginning of the year. Like, he's an elite defensive big. Like, he's an elite defensive player. Like,
yes.
They were getting baked.
And who led the Nuggets in points? Jamal Murray. Jokic didn't lead them in points. When they played the Lakers, who led them in points? Who won them that series?
Who led them in
Jamal
rebounds?
Murray.
Who led them in rebounds? Who led them in assists?
That's rebounds.
Who led them in blocks?
That don't mean nothing.
Those are three very high valued statistics.
Only thing that Jamal Murray led them in points, and Jokic is right up there with them in points.
Literally.
Yeah.
And in every other series, we're not gonna act like Jokic don't lead them in points too.
All I'm saying
Points,
is,
assists, and rebounds.
if you have more defensive-minded centers in the league, when the game revolutionizes, hopefully in the next coming years, Jokic will be.
The game is revolutionizing to more offense. It's not going to more defense.
No, it's going to go to more defense.
The biggest hype around a new player coming into the league is Victor Wembanyama. Jokic is dropping 40 on that nigga. 50. And that nigga 7'4", and you talking about the center coming back?
I don't know about all that.
You don't think Jokic is... Jokic is... he's moving him out the way.
Wembanyama is like 180.
Yeah, he is skinny. I'll give him that. But
I watched him get babied by players in whatever league he plays in now that aren't NBA talents, that are bigger than
he's
him.
a raw talent.
And you're acting like Victor Wembanyama is just a one of a kind. He is because he's tall, but look at all the good bigs that have been coming in the league. Evan Mobley, skinny as hell. Chet Holmgren, skinny as hell. The center is not coming back. It's just evolving into a smaller stretch big type of player that Jokic is baking on the nightly basis.
He's only dominating because he's bigger. That's it.
That's not the only reason, but it is a factor.
There's other big centers that don't do the same thing.
Mitchell Robinson.
Dynamic. Name me a big in the history of the game that could pass like him.
I mean, you can't really say that, but who in the league is at Jokic's height and weight?
Of the league that could pass like him.
I'll give him that. I told you I'll give him that. He has good passing.
That could take the ball down court and run the point at center.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if he runs point, they gonna pluck him. But,
I don't
he's not very pluckable.
I've seen him.
He's just bigger than everybody.
Run the offense.
I've seen him sauce guards.
Y'all gotta diminish skill from just using your size and athleticism. He has size. He uses his size. I'll give him that.
He has skill.
But he has skill.
He's not even athletic.
He's not
a jumper.
That's the thing. He's not athletic
at all.
He has a big body. He's not athletic at all. It's all skill.
But the way you're talking about him, you would think that he's some 7'6", 500-pound nigga. Like he's not that much bigger than the average center.
If you have more people in the league built to guard him, he won't be going off like how he goes off. People are, mind blown, triple double. No,
he's not just going off in the sense of just points. He's a great passer.
Anybody
opens up
can
the
pass.
floor for the rest of the people. They're not going to look the same without Jokic. They're not going. A lot of the players are not going to get the same looks they get right now, the same shots off they get right now without Jokic. They're not going to look like the same team. It's not going to be as opened up for Jamal Murray without Jokic. It's not going to look the same.
You know, the team is like built around him. Like every time he passes the ball,
so
they
shoot. The team
shoot.
is built around him. He goes down. They're not looking like the same team at all because it is built around him.
Exactly.
He's still gonna win.
No,
bro. Okay, let's transition the topic from one fat ass to the next. That nigga Zion. You want to talk about Zion? Y'all seen the situation he had. He was, apparently hurt and still working on mental things when it was time for him to show up in the playoffs, help his team out. They got eliminated in the play-in. Before the season even concludes, we got this situation going on. What y'all think about that? Y'all think this is hilarious, or this is something that we need to, stay out of?
Stay out of. Like, it really don't got nothing to do with general people, bro.
I think he's a loser.
Who he chooses?
He's a loser, bro.
Who he choose to sleep with is who he chooses.
I mean, that is none of our business.
Like,
though.
it don't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with basketball. Like
Yeah.
that's really his personal life.
Me personally, I think he's a loser, bro. Like, is he not a loser?
I was a loser.
Bro, you're a millionaire.
Pelicans were playing pretty good when he was playing. He was averaging about 27, 8 boards when he was playing. Like
I'm not talking about
they
the
fell
player.
off when he left. That's why they wanted him back so bad.
I mean, I'm not talking about the player Zion. I'm
just
talking
injury
about
prone.
his choice in women. But a player as well, he's all athleticism. Like, he has no skill. That's another gripe
But
with
it
Zion.
works for
Like,
him,
he has
right?
no skill.
It works for him, right? He had the
It's not
highest
working.
field goal percentage, I think, in history. The highest field goal percentage in history over a season.
I mean, yeah, but he's gonna keep getting hurt. Like, his body is not sustainable to do that.
That's very true. But
Yeah.
when he is on the court, he's definitely a great player.
When is he on the court? Averaging 29 games a season for his career? That's pitiful.
Yes,
That's what
but
I'm
when
saying.
he is on the court, he is productive. He's a great player.
Bro.
But he's not on the court often.
Exactly. So he's unreliable.
Okay, but he's saying he's a loser.
He's a loser.
I was talking about loser
is him
because of him
playing
with the
bad
woman.
when he's on the court.
No, he's a loser in terms of just like
You can't
generality,
say
like
that.
his life.
I mean, he got money. He's known.
He is.
Yeah, but
He fucking porn stars. Imagine a porn star on Twitter talking about you on the rant.
you know
Cause she butthurt. Going on a big rant on Twitter. Cause she butthurt.
That is kind of crazy. That is a flex. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess, bro.
But I mean, that's still mad embarrassing.
You got a shoe deal.
That jump
mean,
gonna be
The
gone.
face of the Pelicans.
Of a team that didn't make the playoffs.
One
yeah.
of the biggest one of the biggest prospects since LeBron
I mean,
when he came out.
LeBron lived up to the expectations.
my take on Zion, I always knew he wasn't a fraud, but when you rely on your athleticism and he has no basketball skill,
No
I just
skill
want to
is
see him
crazy.
do like a step back.
Like he's still
or
productive. It's a
jab
lot of
step.
athletic people that come into the league and aren't productive. He came into the league and was still productive when he played.
He's like a 6'6" center, bro. Like, he just runs dunks every play. I mean, he's like Jokic, bro. He abuses his body. He's bigger, stronger than everybody. I'll give him that.
Was
He's a
Charles
one-of-a-kind athlete.
was Charles Barkley not the same type of player?
Charles Barkley had skill.
He had not much more skill than Zion has.
He's a Hall of Famer. Barkley had a shot. He had post moves. He had the jab step.
Zion has to have a shot on par with Barkley's.
No, he does not. No, he does not. I'm telling you right now, he does
have
not.
some great shots.
I mean, but he had like a mid-range shot though, right?
So does Zion.
No, Zion is all run and dunk.
Zion is a better three-point shooter.
A lot of Zion's buckets are tough lays.
Yeah, that's it.
You act like Zion is just Ben Simmons not going to attempt a three, whatever. Like, no, he'll attempt to shoot the ball, and it'll go in sometimes. He's not a great shooter.
If I recall, his first NBA game, he had like 3 threes that he
They
hit.
left him open. He's big.
That's not his fault.
Right.
I'm gonna get if Zion would stay healthy somehow, he would be like a one of a kind, one of the best players of all time.
Was he not in all? But did he not make the All-Star game this year? And that's all of being injured.
He shouldn't have.
Yeah, yeah, he should.
He should
When
not
he
have
played,
been in this
yes, he
year's
should've.
All-Star. No.
With his stats, how he was playing, yes, he should have.
It's crazy how he didn't make the All-Star game. How he made the All-Star game, but AD didn't. That's not
Yeah.
crazy to y'all.
That's crazy.
No, that's not really crazy to me. I feel like he was. No, that's not crazy to me.
That's crazy to me.
That's not crazy to me.
Zion's a good player. He's just is not sustainable.
I
how
want
he
to say.
plays.
I want to say AD was playing better than him.
They only made Zion
AD
make the
is inconsistent.
Zion only made the All-Star game because LeBron is on his way out, and they're looking for a player to take that mantle of the face of the league. They're looking for an
That's
American-born player to take the mantle, and nobody. Ja's too busy playing with guns. They need somebody to take that mantle, and Zion just can't stay on the court.
They really haven't even been trying to give him that mantle lately. Like when he first came out, like maybe, but lately they haven't.
Because he's a fraud. He's been
not
hurt.
a fraud. He's just been hurt a lot. He gets hurt a lot.
You can't play like how he plays and not get hurt.
He's just big. He's big. Like it's too much
He's
weight.
running and dunking
He's
every
jumping too
play.
high. It's a lot of weight
He
on
needs
the
to,
knees.
yeah, he needs to implement some skill in his game. Nigga needs to learn how to shoot, learn how to dribble, hit a step back, a mid range.
Zion can dribble good for his size. Zion can dribble good for his size. It's not like he has no handle.
Yeah, you talking about him like he's
It's not
a
like he has
bum.
no handle. Zion can dribble good for his size.
All I see is like an NFL player in the NBA. That's what I see in Zion.
That's what
He's-
people
he's a
said about
defensive
LeBron.
end. LeBron had skill. LeBron at first didn't have no skill, but he grew and he got skill. LeBron's very skilled.
How long did it take for him to get that skill?
LeBron's skill has gone up over the years, but LeBron has always had skill. He's always had skill.
He's always been able to pass.
He's always been a pretty good passer.
Let me tell you that young LeBron was him.
He's always been a good defender.
Yeah.
He's always been a good rebounder.
Yeah.
He's always been a good leader.
I need to look at Zion in the sense of like Blake Griffin, like just run and dunk.
That's a good comparison, but I think he is a better offensive all-around player than Blake Griffin was.
Yeah, but we'll never see it because you can't sustainably play like how he plays.
Yeah,
That's not humanly possible. You can't humanly run and dunk for 82 games. You can't do that. You got to get some skill, learn how to shoot off the dribble.
He's injury prone. He's just injury prone.
It's not injury prone. He needs to change his play style.
He's just injury prone. He gets injured often. He's injury prone.
Damn.
He's injury prone. There's lots of players that's injury prone. Lonzo Ball injury prone. LaMelo Ball injury prone.
You got to think of the players that's injury prone, though. Derrick Rose is injury prone, run and dunk.
AD's injury prone.
Yeah, he uses mostly athleticism. He has a little skill, but AD is mostly just, rim running.
AD has
Joel
little
Embiid is
skill?
kinda-
I mean, now he has skill because, he learned how to play with his body. But
Right.
before that, like on the Pelicans, AD was drop step, dunk every play.
Stop.
Bro. He hit a
Bro.
Had a
game-winning
mid-range.
deep three.
He had a mid-range shot. He played great defense. Like it's not just get the ball and dunk every play. Like you look like you just watched a couple of highlights.
A young AD was doing that, but
Not every
it
play.
wasn't sustainable, so he kept getting hurt.
Around that time, AD wasn't even considered injury prone like that. Then AD's more so been injury prone since he's been on the Lakers.
Nah,
He's
been
always
injury
been
prone.
injury prone. He's always been injury prone.
Yeah.
Always, yeah. Since he's been in the league.
Yeah.
That's why everybody was like, hesitant when LeBron took him. Like, you know what I mean? And for good reason.
I'm surprised Giannis isn't injury prone. Giannis really got that shit.
Because he take care of his body.
Yeah, they don't. You think Zion taking care of his body, bro? Look what he's
Does it
doing.
look like he takes care of his body?
No.
No.
Okay,
And that's part of the reason
Does it
why
look
he's
like he
a
takes care of-
loser.
Does it look like he's good? Well, yeah, he's good, but not healthy.
Yeah, you don't eat healthy, bro.
Does it look like he's doing conditioning?
Nah,
Okay.
not at all.
Giannis looks in shape. Giannis trains.
All the time. You can tell. Trains more than AD. I bet if AD trained like Giannis did, he'd be more healthy.
That's facts.
AD's not out of shape. AD.
But he's not in shape like Giannis is. Giannis,
He's
y'all
just
remember?
injury prone. Some people's bones are just weak. Bones just weak.
You remember in the
Steph
finals?
Steph Curry trained a lot. He works harder than a lot of people. He's pretty injury prone. His ankle's weak.
That's a reoccurring
Yeah.
ankle injury. Any like an ACL injury too?
He's
I
also
mean-
had other injuries. He's had shoulder injuries.
Broke
You got to
his
think
hand.
about Curry is running around a lot every game. That's going to tire out his body.
That's true.
He's running around. That's fucking up your ankles. Why you think Clay got hurt? His ACL. He's doing all them damn jump shots. You got to jump.
He got hurt because he landed wrong.
That's all them jump shots, bro. It's fucking up his knees.
Nah. All right, let's one other topic I wanted to hit. We talked about Zion's struggle with women. We're gonna talk about another man, who is not struggling, an older guy. Y'all seen Shaq. There are clips out here of Shaq with Brittany Renner, PJ Washington's girlfriend, who dumped him. If y'all remember that. All over the social media internet. What y'all think about this, man? NBA on TNT. Shaq out here. Old man with these young women. Y'all think we need the same situation with Zion, redirect our attention back to the game, or y'all think this is some funny buzz to talk about?
I think Brittany Renner is kind of like a gold digger.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I think she's kind of a gold digger. And I've seen Shaq looking thirsty in models or people's comments. Like, I'm not surprised. I've seen that.
Nah, for real.
Shaq.
Shaq.
He's got money.
He do. Shaq is
He's got
ridiculous.
personality. But
A little bit.
I think Brittany Renner is a
I just feel
gold
like
digger.
it's crazy for Shaq to be representative of the NBA and getting with Shorty after she did a fellow NBA player so dirty.
Wait,
That's-
doesn't he have a wife and kids, Jack?
He's
He has
divorced.
kids. I don't
He's
think he has a
divorced?
wife.
Yeah.
Damn.
But he old as hell though. That's the thing. He like what, 50?
Yeah.
Around that.
He like 50 with this girl. That's kind of, you know what I mean?
But
Last thing we're gonna talk about. Switch it up from sports. That new Spider-Man movie, man. We love to see good representation of black characters in these movies. I ain't seen it yet.
10 out of 10 movie.
10
I
out
don't
of
give
10.
movies 10 out of 10 often. I can't say I would have changed anything about the movie.
Is it better than the first one?
Definitely. Not even close. It's not even close.
Just saying the first one was the best Spider-Man movie ever, man.
What?
Yeah, people be saying that. You don't agree?
Not even close.
So what's the best Spider-Man? Who's the best Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire, not even close.
You're no bullshit.
Tobey Maguire's not even close.
That's wrong.
Tobey Maguire's not even close. And the best Spider-Man movie is it's either the first Tobey Maguire movie, the third one, or No Way Home.
Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Not at all. Not even close.
Relax.
Not even close. And then you were just saying what Into the Spider the first Miles Morales movie was
I never said. I said people say.
people that don't know Spider-Man, people that don't watch movies for real. Because no, not at all. That movie was for the children.
That
movie was
grown
not
people
that
could
movie.
enjoy that movie.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable movie, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. The second one was better.
That's crazy.
The second one was better.
A lot of people are talking about that was the animated film of the year.
It probably was the animated film of the year that year. I mean, it's not so many great animated films, but
There's a lot of great animated films.
that
But
year, I don't know. I don't even know what animated films came out that year, but the second one was definitely better, and the first one definitely is not the best Spider-Man movie out of all the Spider-Man movies. And Tobey Maguire is definitely the best Spider-Man.
he's the best Peter Parker. He's not the best Spider-Man. I feel like
He's the best
What do you
all
mean by
around.
that?
He's the best all around. He has the best all around movies.
no.
Yes, he has the best all around movies.
If we're talking about the movie itself, I'm gonna go with Andrew Garfield. I like.
Ew,
Damn,
it's the
man.
reason why they didn't get the third one. It's the reason why they
You
didn't
talking
get
about
the
that
third
Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Yes, the Amazing Spider. It's the reason why they didn't get the third one.
I ain't even watched those. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
they were the
The
funniest
Amazing
Spider-Man movies.
Spider-Man 2, it's terrible. That movie is really just bad. It's really just bad to watch. It's a hard watch. Like, I tried to watch it again recently. Like, when I was younger and I watched it, yeah, I thought it was cool. But, like, when you watch that today, like, that movie is not good at all. But I love Andrew Garfield, though. Like, I wish he could have got a third movie because, like, I like his character. Like,
Exactly. He was
his character was definitely great. Like, I liked his character, but the movie itself wasn't good.
the best Spider-Man.
The movie itself wasn't good. Best Spider-Man is still Tobey Maguire.
He was the best Spider-Man.
There's
Tobey
not nothing I
Maguire
would
was
change
the
about
best
those
Peter
movies.
Parker. Tom Holland
All around,
is the best
Tobey
all
Maguire
around.
was the best. Tom Holland's first two movies were corny.
Bro. He's
His first two movies were corny.
comic book
It took
accurate.
two other Spider-Men coming from the past to make his movie good. Well, all around his movie was good. I'll give you the last movie was good. His first two movies were corny.
He's comic book accurate. He's comic book accurate.
Yo, his movies was corny.
Andrew Garfield was
His
too
movies
cool
was
to be
corny.
Spider-Man,
His
and
movies
Tobey
was
Maguire
corny.
was
he was fighting
he was
bots his
lame.
second movie. He was just fighting bots his second movie.
Bro, that's not cool, bro.
No, that wasn't cool.
Robots, nigga.
That wasn't cool.
What you gonna do if robots try and
It
kill
wasn't
you,
even
bro?
big robots. They was putting images in his head.
That's pretty
No, that
tough,
wasn't
man.
cool. That wasn't tough at
Oh,
all.
there was a second Spider-Man. Yeah, that joint was trash, bro. With Mysterio,
Yes.
I just remember that he said
trash.
robots. Nah.
That was
You're crazy,
trash.
bro.
That was
I'm
trash.
not saying it's a better movie.
The
I'm
first
saying
one,
it's
the
a better
first one, his
Spider-Man.
villain was the Falcon, and who else?
I forgot about
The
that
Vulture?
joint with Mysterio.
Trash.
What?
Trash. I expected way more from him when he popped up in Civil War.
What?
When he popped
Yeah,
up in
you're
Civil War,
tripping,
he was
bro.
cold. He was
Bro.
cold when he popped up in Civil War.
He's fought alongside
His first two
others.
movies were trash.
Infinity War.
His first two movies were
Infinity
trash.
War, he was.
No way.
He got
no,
packed up in Infinity War.
No,
He
no way.
was doing his thing. That wasn't his fault. He ain't doing that. What was he gonna do to stop that?
there was nothing he could do.
No, a lot of people got packed up in Infinity War, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, You don't see us talking trash about Captain America. He stood solid. He didn't get packed up.
Spider-Man will beat the shit
None
out
of
of
the main
Captain
Avengers
America.
got packed up. None of the first 6 Avengers got packed up.
I mean, yeah,
That's how
but
the movie
like
was set up.
y'all talking about Spider-Man like he did Tom Holland Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire was him.
Spider-Man is whack.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, them
Tom
first
Holland's
movies was bad.
Tell me what makes Tom Holland the best Spider-Man.
He has a good
Are we
balance.
talking about just Spider-Man or are we talking about the movies themselves?
We're talking about just his character.
I have Andrew Garfield better Spider-Man than him. I like
Oh.
Andrew Garfield's character way more. I like Tobey
But the
Maguire's
thing-
character more.
With Spider-Man's character, he has 2 personalities. There's Peter Parker and then there's Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. Tom
Tobey Maguire
Holland
was
is
a great
good at both.
Spider-Man.
Didn't Tom
Tobey
Holland?
Maguire was not a good
Andrew
Spider-Man. That
Garfield
nigga was
a good
lame as
Spider-Man
hell.
and Peter Stop it.
He was lame. He wasn't funny.
Stop it.
He was not funny. You think Tobey Maguire was funny, comical, humorous? No.
I mean, it was old comedy. Like that was early 2000s. I mean, he
That was when comedy
tried.
was the best. That's when Scary Movies was out and all
tried.
that, bro.
It wasn't the funniest, but I mean, he tried. It was some puns in there. It wasn't the funniest.
Yeah, why
He had
you
some
gotta
good
be
moments,
funny?
though.
Spider-Man is a comical character in the comics, which is why Tom Holland
Tom
is the
Holland's
most...
not that funny. It's a little cringy.
Bro, he's the most comic book accurate Spider-Man.
Tom Holland not that funny, bro. No.
So you
It's
thinking?
funnier than Tobey Maguire?
Yo, I don't remember laughing. I don't remember laughing. It wasn't shit funny when I seen his movie.
Are you serious?
It wasn't shit funny.
You don't think it's funny when he be swinging and stuff and then he'll trip, fall, he getting a little clumsiness? You don't think that's funny?
Wasn't shit funny about his movies.
Bro, L-Take, bro. L-Take. Tom Holland is funny as hell to me. Andrew
Shit,
Garfield.
his friend was funnier. Fat friend was funny. Ned was funnier.
That was his job, though. He's a comic relief character. They had a little nice duo joint going on.
Yeah, comic relief.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
relief from the movie because the first 2 sucked. They were bad.
I forgot they existed. That's
First 2 were
bad.
bad. I don't even remember who the first movie villain was. Who was
Vulture.
That was
Vulture,
it.
bro.
Wasn't somebody else too?
Nah,
I
it was
didn't even know
it
it
was
was Vulture for the
Shocker.
longest until I seen a clip on TikTok of him getting dropped by the Vulture from the sky. Back into the sand, like they was on the beach or something, or outside of
It
the
was
pond. I don't know. It was bad. It was bad. I can't even remember. I got it up out of my mind. It was bad.
This is hating.
I'm not
It's
hating.
fine.
I'm not hating. It just wasn't a good movie. I expected way more when he first popped up on the scene in Civil War. I really did.
What was he supposed to do? It was his first
Tom
time
Holland
fighting.
was better in the Avengers movies and in the other movies than he was in his own movies.
That's facts.
Except No Way Home. I'll give it to him in No Way Home. He was great. He was absolutely great. No Way Home.
And that doesn't count for anything.
I mean, Andrew Garfield was great in No Way Home, and he was barely. I mean, even in the movie,
Everybody
they
was
definitely
great.
stole the show from him.
From Andrew Garfield?
I mean, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire stole the thunder from him when they popped up in No Way Home. So,
Bro.
I mean, you see the 2 legends, and you got the kid. Like, come on now.
Bro. He is greatness, man. They walked so he could run.
No, Tobey Maguire is still full sprinting.
No. Bro. I hated Tobey Maguire, man. He was a crybaby. He was weak.
Weak,
He wasn't funny.
weak.
Didn't all of them
Weak.
cry? Like,
He
didn't
did his enemies nasty.
Not
He
on
put his
purpose.
best friend in a coma.
Bro.
He put his best friend in a coma.
Bro. He
didn't
wasn't
Toby
like
use the
that,
Black
bro.
Spider-Man? He used Venom. Toby was a real one. He used Venom.
He was doing the nastiest Venom.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Sandman hit into the train, bang. Tom Holland's not doing none of that. He's soft. He's
Tom
soft.
Holland, a little soft ass.
Spider-Man is a soft character in the comics, bro. He don't kill. Spider-Man don't kill.
There's some comics when he gets violent, bro.
Okay, yeah. You can say that for
When it
Batman.
gets real.
But the general gist of his character is not violence.
Nah, it's just Tom Holland. I'm telling you.
Tom Holland,
He's
not,
just a
Tom
bitch.
Holland, Tom Holland. Tom Holland.
He letting this girl.
Tom
Isn't this
Holland-
girl Zendaya? Letting her on Euphoria and shit, getting kissed and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Tom Holland's a bitch. Nigga, Tom's a
You
bitch,
just got
bro.
personal problems.
He's a bitch, bro. Like, come
Like,
on,
I'm
bro.
talking about his character, bro. You just have personal
That's his
problems.
character with Spider-Man,
You
bro.
just have problem with Tom
You
Holland.
you
the person,
telling me
bro.
Tom Holland's
You
a
got
real
problem with
man?
Tom
He ain't no
Holland,
real
the person,
man.
bro. Like, he's a good actor, bro. Like, you got a problem with him as a person. Like, you're a
Person?
weirdo.
What type? Toby Maguire ain't doing
Like,
that.
what the fuck does Zendaya being on Euphoria have to do with Tom
You don't see
Holland?
Toby
Yeah, he was
Maguire's
kissing
wife
her.
doing that.
He was kissing
You
her
don't
in
even
his
know
own
who Toby
movie.
Maguire's wife is.
That's the point. You don't see Tom Holland's wife. Come on now, like let's be real here. You talking about he's a real serious man? Nah, Tom Holland just not built like that, man.
Bro, this is hating, bro.
You just have personal problems with people, bro.
Nah, bro. Jokic, Tom Holland.
I call it how I see him.
But yeah, y'all, that was a cool episode. Front Row Seat Podcast. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm your host, Jaden. It's my homeboy.
Charles.
Jay.
And we're gonna catch y'all next time, man.